In this lecture, we'll be starting with form input bindings, basic usage with text area, checkboxes, radio button, and dropdowns. So for text boxes, we can simply make use of vModel directive and specify the attribute with which it's going to be associated. For instance, here we are making use of content. So whatever data we are entering in the text area, we are just displaying it in this paragraph text. Here you can see that we are making use of the content again to display the text. You just have to take note of one thing. You cannot make use of interpolation inside text area. So you cannot do anything of this sort when you're working with text area. This is not going to work. So that's one thing which you need to take care of. Now coming on to checkbox, you can see that we are again making use of the vModel directive, and here we are associating a Boolean value. So visible, if you see in our data set, we have this visible property which is initially set to true. So here for our vModel, we are associating it with visible, and then whatever value is there, true or false, that will be shown here in the label. Now with radio buttons, you can see that we have a choice attribute. Here choice is initially defined as empty, and whatever value one selects, like value 1 or value 2, that will be displayed in this label down below. It says selected and then the choice. Similarly, for drop-downs, we have this vModel and then the attribute with which it's going to be associated, like selection over here. Again, we have defined selection as an empty attribute, and these are the values. So whatever value user will be selecting, that value will be displayed over here. So that's pretty easy. All we are doing is just making use of this vModel on different input types. Let's go ahead and execute this and see it in action now. So here we can see the text area multi-line message label is coming, and whatever content we have entered will be displayed over here, as you can see. Now with checkbox, initially the value of visible was set to true, and that's why you're reading it true over here. And if I just uncheck it, you can see that its value is false now. Similarly, whatever value I select in the radio button, 1 or 2, that gets displayed over here, and whatever value I select in my drop-down, that is reflected over here. So that was the basic usage with multiple input types like text box, multi-line text boxes, that's text area, checkboxes, radio buttons, and drop-downs. In the next lecture, we'll be taking a look at value bindings